Just a little something for you guys to help beat the Christmas bulge over the Christmas period, obviously. It's a really tough time of the year for everybody, including myself, Christmas and New Year. But I don't want you guys to come back on the 9th of January being at least £9 heavier. The average weight gain for a woman over the Christmas period is actually £11, and that's nearly a stone. That's going to be bloody hard to shift in January. And as we've got our body transformation competition in January, you guys don't want to make it harder for yourself to be in with a chance on winning. So I've designed this mind map here that you guys can print off, so you can just copy the screen there and print this off, and hopefully it's going to help you over the Christmas period. Natalie's actually designing a 7-day cheat program for you, but this is going to help with it as well. Okay, so if we have a look there, beat the Christmas bulge. We've got on in the right tabs there, we've got fun, fun, fun. So yeah, we all want to have fun at Christmas, yeah. Parties, Christmas Day, etc., etc. And you know, the downside to that is we then feel like shit. Yeah, so you know, you eat what you like. You say, well, it's only one day. Generally, it's not. It's more than one day. Christmas Eve, people generally eat shit because they don't want to cook because they've got cooking the next day. And you know, you do feel like shit Boxing Day the next day. Then it kind of creeps into New Year. New Year's Eve, if you're going out to party, you will feel crap the next day. So you've got a couple of options after Christmas Day. You can take action from Boxing Day. You can actually take action now. In the run up to Christmas, or you can just feel like shit on January the 1st. In fact, from January the 9th, you're probably going to be wallowing in it. So what we can do to minimise damage and avoid you putting on that £11 is actually look at some ninja action tactics that we've got. I'm going to start off with hydration. Now, this time of year, people drink less water. I'm actually thirstier at this time of year because of the heating, etc. So you know, I'm a bit weird anyway, I actually drink more, but I drink shed loads of licorice tea. So to rehydrate, increase your H2O, yeah? So what we're looking at is a litre per 50 pounds of body mass. That's normally, but if you've been drinking alcohol, you want to flush your system out, you want to increase that. You also want to add a grain of Himalayan sea salt. That's pink, so it goes with our corporate colours, so that's all good. Just a grain. If it's too salty, then it's, you know, it just means you've added too much. And that should be in all your drinking water. What that's going to do is, it won't stop you weighing any more, or any less I should say, but it will do is stop the good nutrients coming out if you were just to drink normal water. I'd like to say, you know, drink only filtered or bottled, but that's a whole different thing altogether. We're going to talk about that in the new year at a workshop. So as far as the hydration goes, we've got the Tulsi and licorice tea there. Licorice tea before 2 p.m. So all day you can drink licorice tea. You can actually drink it cold, you can drink it hot. It's entirely up to you. And licorice tea can actually help get people off caffeine. So if you've been sneakily having a few coffees and you think, oh my God, I can't do without it, licorice tea. If you find it's a bit too sweet, then just, you know, make a larger amount of it. Put more water in and sort of dull it down a bit. So that's before 2 p.m. and then Tulsi tea after 2 p.m. to draw your cortisol levels back down naturally. Tulsi tea is amazing. It's actually called holy basil, and it's used it's been used in ancient medicine for quite some time. So Tulsi tea is afternoons, licorice tea in the morning. You can of course use mint tea and any other herbal teas, but not green tea because it has caffeine in. Okay, so we've got hydration, and then we're going to talk about nature's sunlight. Now obviously it's winter, so we've got less and less sunlight. In fact, as I'm videoing this now, it's absolutely pitch black and it's only 4:20. So as far as, you know, winter goes, everyone feels pretty blue in winter. There's very few people that I come across that are like, yay, you know, I mean, I love this time of year, but like I said, I am a bit strange. However, I'd love nothing better than to move to somewhere that's, you know, got much more daylight all year round. So in winter we see a lot of sad, you know, people are like really glum. People will catch lots of different colds, diseases, you know, all sorts of infections and stuff, and that's down to lack of vitamin D. So vitamin D is not something that we've touched on massively, but that's something that I am going to be talking about in the next workshop. Vitamin D spray you can get from alimentnutrition.co.uk. It's a bit like a mouthwash. You just do 2 sprays in the morning. Personally, I'd keep it beside your toothbrush. Once you brush your teeth, 2 sprays, that's it. But at this time of year, when we're really lacking in sunlight, I'd go for 2 in the morning and 2 at night. So vitamin D is actually related to a hormone called serotonin, and lack of vitamin D means you've got less serotonin in your body, which is your body's natural antidepressant, hence why people are a bit miserable in the winter. So, you want to make sure that you've got that and, you feel pretty good. So I would definitely recommend you taking 4 sprays of the vitamin D. And also, low vitamin D is also going to give you sugar cravings. So I don't know if you've noticed that your sugar cravings are any higher in winter than they are in summer. And with all the excess chocolate that's lying around probably over the Christmas period, that's not a good thing. Next, we're going to tap into supplements. So, there's lots of supplements that are on our recommended list. But in winter, bicarb or soda, or alkalis and salts. Bicarb, you can get for £1. Alkalis and salts is from Phil Richards. Can't remember his website, but it's on the member site. So with bicarb, a half teaspoon in a glass of water, and just down that. Now, if you've been out on a night out and you can put that in a bottle so that you can swig it before you go to bed. So if you had a few drinks, make it up before you go to bed. Otherwise, it's going to look like someone's been snorting cocaine in your kitchen. And if you do that and put it in a bottle, just shake it up before you go to bed, swig that down, and that's going to help. It kind of does help, believe it or not, with the hangover feeling, because it's actually going to help alkalise your bloods. And B, it's actually going to help with the fat stores as well. Okay, so the alcohol, it just converts to sugar. Your body then converts that to pure fat. I'm not saying that every night if you have a bottle of wine, you can, finish off a tub of bicarb soda and it's all okay. But yeah, definitely use that after you've had a night out. But you should also use it anyway. What else we've got? Magnesium. Now, magnesium is something that should be on your list anyway. You guys should all be taking magnesium. But what I'd like you to do is, let me just see, I've got this written down now, I've upped it. Your magnesium, you should up that to 400 grams daily at this time of year, especially as, you're probably having a couple of drinks, etc. Or you're having a few late nights. Magnesium is really important for sleep. I mean, every single cell in the body needs magnesium to function. So if you're not taking magnesium supplements and you need to get onto it's not Element, you can get it in a few different places, but I just get it from Phil Richards because it's the best quality. So Magnesium Relax, by the way, is his product, and I normally recommend taking 3 of those capsules. I would up that to 4 over the Christmas period. Drop it back down to 3 on the 1st of January. Greens drink, Green Life. Greens drink, there's lots of different greens drinks on the market, chlorophyll, there's lots of them out there. Green Life is the business. By all means, why don't you share a packet of, it's not a packet, it's a tub of Green Life with one of the other members. And again, drink that. I think it's about a scoop a day. I normally take about 3 scoops, and I've actually got another greens drink called Goodness Greens. Take it daily. With the greens drink, if you are going to have a big night out, then take the drink before you go out. Zinc's also another thing that your body will be deficient in at most times of the year, but more so in the winter, so it's really good to supplement with that. Now, magnesium and zinc you can take together, and they should be taken before bed, so don't take them in the morning, because you get the most benefit out of them by taking them in the evening. So that's your supplements. There's probably a few others there. We've looked at supplements, we looked at nature's sunlight, looked at hydration. Next one to look at is sleep. Now, I know that obviously, you're probably not working as much as you would normally, so, you might have a few late nights, but try to get to bed by 10:30, 4 nights a week. Minimum of 3 nights a week would be really good. When you do get to bed, dark room, not too warm, not too cold, and obviously your magnesium and your zinc before bed, and a cup of Tulsi tea. I like to double dose. I put 2 tea bags in mine. About an hour before bed will really help you sleep. You'll sleep like a baby. So that's, a minimum of 3 nights a week, even over the Christmas period. When you're off, when you're staying up late to watch whatever crap's on the TV, Sky Plus it, or, tape it, whatever, video it, whatever. So you can watch it in the day when there's nothing on. But in the day, we've got exercise here. So the green tabs there, exercise. Now, obviously, we shut down on the 23rd of December. We come back on the 9th. That's quite a long break for you guys. So 2 home workouts a week. I'm going to put the videos up on the members site, and you guys can access them. And they'll be about 30 minutes each. So 2 a week will be really good. A daily walk will be great. It's going to help oxygenate your body, and it will de-stress you. So that if you can see, if we go up to the de-stressing tab, we've actually got walking in there as well. So it's a bit of a double whammy there. In the de-stress tab, meditation, meditation, it's not for everyone, but just even sitting reading a book, a fiction book, can actually be a form of meditation. Or just sat listening to some nice music, obviously not like, house, some sort of heavy music is not going to work, but just kind of taking yourself off, going for a walk is a form of meditation. So that kind of comes into lots of different brackets. And the one I quite like to do is scream. Get out in the field and just let it go. That's a great form of de-stressing. So we've got the last tab, which is the yellow ones, and the main tab on there is excuses. Now, these are all excuses. If you do none of these, what you've basically done is just made one big fat excuse to get fat over Christmas. Your excuses, you can't be asked. You think, oh, well, do you know what? It's Christmas, it's only once a year. It is only once a year. It is only one day also. Procrastination means that you put it off. You think, oh, I'll do that Boxing Day. Oh, it's the 27th. Oh, it's the 28th. Oh, soon be New Year's Eve, which takes me to New Year's resolutions. You think, right, it's Christmas. I'm going to make a New Year's resolution. I'm going to get back on track on the 1st of January. Going to go back to the red tab where you'll feel like shit on the 1st of January. Follow the leader is another one on the tab. Basically, because your friends are doing it, and they say, well, why don't you? You go, okay. And you just follow the leader. And the last one on the yellow tab is greed. So hopefully that's going to make a lot of sense to you, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.